Good morning, students. Today we are going to see brief concepts in the unit called organizing. First, what is the definition of organizing? Organizing is the process of identifying and grouping the activities. We need to first discern very clearly and identify what are the activities involved in the organization. So that is the first and foremost step. After which, based on identification, what you are going to do, you are going to attain the objectives, delegate the authority, create responsibilities, and establish relationships for people. So all these things put together is combinedly defined as organizing. Or I can say organization is a mechanism or structure which helps these activities to be performed effectively. So why we should use organizing in an organization like a big MNC, which are prevalent in India? Why we should do it? The foremost reasons are bold-faced here. So I need to facilitate my administration. So I need to do it quite easily by division, delegation, authority. I can do it by organizing. I can increase the efficiency of management that I could do easily by organizing. Also to facilitate growth and diversification, to ensure optimum use of men and material resources, to facilitate coordination, to permit optimum use of technological innovations, to stimulate creativity and initiative, to facilitate the development of managerial ability. So for all these things to be done, organizing is quite important. Now, broadly, I can say organization can be categorized under two types, formal and informal. So, well within the protocols, if I'm going to define something, it's called as formal. If not, it is called informal. The distinction again is summarized here in this tabulation form. So certain tasks which need to be carried out can need to be done officially. The roles and relationships are quite formal. There comes a need there. Efficiency, discipline, conformity, consistency, communication systems, all these things. Based on this, they have categorized the uh, distinction between a formal organization and informal organization. So formal and informal organizations is again identified by this particular diagram. So very clearly, the hierarchy level, how it is done, all these things, it is called formal. Look here. So this is an informal group for morning coffee or bowling team or chess group. One other important concept here in organizing is the key term called line and staff organization. So line authority is indicated by means of this continuous line. Staff authority is by means of broker lines. There will be a legal advisor. This legal advisor is a line staff. He is reportable to the president of that organization. Whereas this legal advisor can give his expertise to the vice president of sales, production, and finance. So that person over here is going to act as staff authority. And similarly, this is sales department, this is production department. Whereas by his position, by his expertise, this vice president of sales department is going to give some information to production supervisor. Then it comes under staff authority. So where the distinction occurs, what is the difference here? That is identified by few points here. So I'm going to read out as such from the slide. Then, so what is the difference between narrow span and wide span? So if it is present at two or three levels, whereby the number of people reportable are quite few in number, it is called as narrow span. Whereas if it is quite big, 10 people, 12 people, 15 people reporting directly to higher up, it is called as wide span. Each of it has its own advantages and disadvantages. Then one other important key term that is present in organization is called as centralization. If the authority is going to be done only by the people residing at the top, like the stakeholders, the board of directors, the CEO, president, and so on, that is called as centralization. Whereas the authority is distributed, each person present at different strata in the organization can decide and take decisions all by themselves. That is called decentralization. So again, a comparison is shown here for centralization and decentralization, how it is done, the reasons, the communication flow, the decision making, all these things. So advantages and disadvantages is listed here.